Hello, let's play a bunch of New York Times games, but first we reveal our dad joke of the day and this day in history. So our dad joke first. For Wednesday, April 22nd, the rotation of Earth really makes my day. All right. And what do you think happened on April 22nd, 1970? Well, today is Earth Day, and in 1970, the first Earth Day was celebrated. On April 22nd, 1970, people worldwide observed the first official Earth Day. The holiday was intended to increase awareness about hazardous pollutants and the potentially catastrophic effects of depleting the world's natural resources too quickly. Wisconsin Senator Gaylord Nelson was the mastermind of this environmentally friendly holiday. Inspired by the student anti-war movement, Nelson wanted to use the momentum of student bodies to raise public awareness about air and water pollution. Nelson, along with Pete McCloskey, a conservation-minded Republican congressman, recruited Dennis Hayes, a young activist, to organize campus lectures and discussions, which were to occur on April 22nd. The movement soon broadened to include a wide range of organizations, and Hayes coordinated a national staff to promote events across the country. 20 million Americans were inspired to take to the streets, parks, and auditoriums to protest against the effects of 150 years of industrial development. By the end of 1970, the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency had been created, followed by other environmental laws, including the National Environmental Education Act and the Occupational Safety and Health Act, OSHA. Yeah, some very important laws there in the U.S. All right, I'd like to thank the following members for starting a new month. Thank you to Bailey Richardson, It's Me Flamey, King Eeyore, Lothar Fox, Marnie, and Oakley Dokley. Thank you all for another month as a member. All right, well, let's start with connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got Truck Polish Nice, or it could be Nice, the city in France. Slug. Deck Game Wheel Herb. Clay Sock Reading Artist. Sticks Glaze Punch Kiln. I feel like things for clay making is you need wheel and you need a kiln and glaze. And how about the clay? Yeah. So when you're kind of working on clay, this is what you'd need. Let's lock that in. All right, pottery equipment. Right, pottery is the word I was probably looking for. That was yellow. Not surprised. Slug. Like, are we slugging a bat, or are we literally the bug? Or just like you're slow, you're a slug. Slug and punch. Oh, slug could also be a punch. So can sock. Yeah, deck, sock, punch, and slug are just hitting someone with your fist. Wallop. All right. So far, so good. This could be Polish or Polish. Are these like homophones where one of them is a proper noun? So like capitalizing it changes the pronunciation. Because we have Polish, but if you capitalize it as Polish. Nice, if you capitalize it, it's niece. And reading, if you capitalize it, is reading. I don't know what the other one would be, though. Is that a coincidence? Can't be, right? So we've got sticks, game, truck, artist. Is herb? Oh yeah. When you capitalize herb, it's herb. So someone's name, like a man's name, herb. I'm gonna go with that. I think that's purple. Yeah, words pronounced different ways as proper nouns. It came to me so quickly because there was a TikTok video that really annoyed me, but I'll go over that after we finish this. So that wasn't purple, though. That was blue. So we have sticks, game, truck, and artist. Probably fill in the blank because this was forced to be purple. Let's see. Pickup sticks. Yeah, it's all pickup. Pickup sticks. The game where you throw a bunch of sticks on the ground and you pick them up. A little more complicated than that. Pickup game, pickup truck, pickup artist. Okay. Makes sense. Pickup. Yep. All right. So the TikTok video, she was stating / asking the question if Polish versus Polish was the only instance in English where capitalizing changed the pronunciation. And people gave all these different examples, like reading, reading, nice niece, herb, herb. I don't know if herb and herb were used or not, and probably were. And she just kept rejecting them as the no, that's not what I mean. No, that's not what I mean. So whatever she meant, only polish would work, and nothing else was going to work, even if they were perfectly good examples. So I don't know what she was after there, except maybe rage baiting. But anyway, that was all over TikTok a while ago. Let's look at the difficulty. Okay, the slug made some art. The slug artist. 2.3, their favorite rating, although we haven't had it in a bit. 52%. Okay. So that video, at least being angry about that video, helped me solve this puzzle. I was 1 in 17 for my order. I mean rainbow order, of course. Getting yellow first, maybe green. Definitely not these two. All right. Second, about the same. It just switches to green. Yeah, so people are losing because they can't figure out purple, blue, and quite a few are. Yeah, we've got 34% of games got only yellow, green. 6% got only yellow, 5% nothing, 3% only green. The most common order is actually to get yellow, green, purple, then blue. People are finding pickup and not understanding the blue. All right. Polish in with pottery. I suppose so. That could work. I think these are just people trying to figure out purple, blue. I'm not sure if there's any more to it. Pick up reading. Maybe people thinking pick up reading. Putting artist in with yellow. Okay. Yeah, you got the artist there as well, forming the clay. What did they miss? They missed let's see, clay's kiln, the wheel. They missed the wheel. Yeah. All right, what are people looking first? Yellow, green, yellow with polish, yellow with artist again, yellow with polish again, then purple. But yeah, half of people are just locking in purple first with no mistakes before that. Okay, cool. Well, how'd you do? Hello, let's do pips for Wednesday, April 22nd. We'll do the easy, medium, then hard. Let's play. This 1 goes to a 2 or a 5. Either way seems to be fine. Now 20 and 4, we don't have any 6s. That uses all our 5s. So this has to be 1, 2, and then we need a 2, 5 to go in here. We need the 3, 5 to go here, the 4, 5 to go here, and then the 5, 1 goes like that. All right. Just had to realize there was a 20 there. I had to actually look at the puzzle. Do the medium. Oh, go. Okay, so there's no good... let's see. I was going to say there's no good way to do geometry right off the bat. I'm wondering about... How many doubles do I have? I have just the 4, 4 for doubles. If I made this a double, then I'd have to make that a double as well. So I don't. So I suppose my point is that we're going to do this so that we aren't going up and making a double there, which then would require that to be a double. Now, 4s are 0s, 1s, 2s, or 3s. So they're not... Sorry, I guess they could be 4s as well. They're just not the 5. That's it. We need a greater than 4. That is our 5. Okay, greater than 4 can't go to the less than 3. So, okay, that's an in. So this is 1 into something that repeats. Let's see. Does the 4, 4 go in one of these equal signs? I feel like it must. Okay. Something like this might make sense. No. So something's I've used too much, if that makes sense, right? Because I only have one 2 left, which adds to 3. So I need one more. I need to take one more from somewhere that can give me one more. But this can't be. So that means most of this is correct. Wait, so what's incorrect here? How do I get one more? Because if this equal was reduced by 1, it would actually be reduced by 2. We can't reduce the blank. This is going to add to 4. This is at its, okay, so if I need one more, then I need the 1 to go in this less than 3. Okay, so the 1 goes in the less than 3. This is now the 2 blank, and this is the 4 blank. Oh, sorry, the other way around. No, it's not. Wait, what did I do wrong? 1, 2 this way with a... Shoot, that was the only one I can reduce, though. This is definitely a 4. These are definitely blanks. So, wait. No? Is that... My math must be off for some reason. Could I swap this to be blank blank and this to be 4 4? So like, see, the 1 2 here doesn't make any sense, I don't think. Because then it's 8. Yeah. I removed too much. These have to stay. So I need 2 of these equals to be 4s, one of them to be blank, that to be a 1. So the only option is to put the 1 2 here. And then, oh, or I could put the 1 2 like this. But then oh yeah, I do have a 1 that can go here. I can do the 1 4 this way. No, I can't. Because I get this issue. Right, I had to do it. I had to do this domino, so this had to be the 1 4. It's either 1 4 or 1 blank, and there's no 1 blank. Okay, so I'm clearly missing something, obviously. I have 1 2 and blank 2. So I could do a 4 blank up here, and I could do the blank 2 down, and then the 1 2 in here, and then the 4 4 is equal. There we go. Okay, I figured it out. I knew what I needed to do. I just couldn't figure out how to rearrange it, but I got to swap these 2 equals. Okay, let's do the hard. All right, we should have some geometry here, shouldn't we? What's the in though? 2 less than 2. If I did that, we end up like this and like this. And then even from here, I don't know. Okay, what about this less than 2? Can I really do a domino across it? Yeah. The 0 1 works. What's the in? If I did this, I would need quite a few doubles, and there's always a double in here. This wouldn't be a double. I should erase this because it could have been the other one. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 doubles. How many do I have? Well, I have 1 double. Maybe that's the end. Okay, so since I have 1 double, it's definitely none of this. So I've got to split up. Wait, if I only have 1 double, that goes here, and all the other one, this is the only one that requires that double. So this is 2s. Okay, good to know. So I don't know exactly where this 2 goes, but it's either here or here. Let me just make sure there's not another double, right? There's not. Okay. So we got to do this and this and this and that. That. And then wait, that actually did require what I got lucky with that too. All right. Okay. That's good to know. So we have 1 2 left after we fill this last 2 up here. And this has to be the 2 3. So we have a 2 0 left. So what do I have 3 of? I have plenty of zeros. This isn't a single domino. It's got to be less than 2. So it's a 0 1 or a 0 0. So should I do... If I made this 3 zeros, I would need this to be a 0, 1, and then I'd have to use my final 0 going down into here, which would not be the 0, 2. Okay, so that's an issue, right? Because if this was 3 zeros, the other 0 goes in here, but we don't have a 0, 0. So this would be the 0, 1 to get this to work. But now I need a 0 going into... Every single other 0 needs to go into something that has an equal, but we're out of 2s. So this 0, 2 wouldn't work. So we're not filling zeros in here. We only have 2 1s. We only have the single 2. So I think it's got to be 3s, which makes sense. And so the 3, 0 would go here. And then we have 3, 5 and 3, 4, which go in some way. There isn't another 5, though. So that so 3 doesn't work. So another one, 6 would work, maybe. 6, 0 or 6, 1. 6, 4. The other 4 is a 4, 3. So I kind of like this, so I can do the 4, 3 into the greater than 2. I kind of like this. It just kind of looks right. With the 6, 0, the 1. So to make this add to 1 and then use the zeros here to get to 3 over here. So this would be the other 6. Oh, maybe I should have just built off that, though. No, I can't do the 6, 1 this way. Okay, so that actually didn't work. So does the 6, 1 work this way? And then the 6, 0 work this way? And then a 0, 3. I do have another 3. Do the 3, 5 this way. And then I'd have to do 0. Oh, this doesn't work. Oh, I must have made some other error. I mean, I guess I could do... I don't have to do the 6, 4 that way. So I could do the 6, 4 this way. And then the 4, 3. And then the 3, 5 or the 3, 0. But probably a 3... Well, we'll see. So let's not fill that yet. I still have 6, 0 and 6, 1. So what if this... Sorry, what if the 6, 1 went down? And then the 0, 3 or 0, 6 went in here? No, we need the other 6 to be here. So 1, 0. No, I don't have a greater than 2. Five, 3. Oh, this needs to be an equal anyway. What am I talking about? But I don't have this. So I'd still have to do this. But it still doesn't work. Okay, let's take a step back. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So I must have made some assumption that was wrong. So let's be more careful. I still think this has to be 6s. It didn't work with zeros because I didn't have anywhere to put the 0, 2, if I recall. Because the 0, 2 can't go here. So it's got to hang off one of these. It can't go in a less than 2, and it can't go in an equal. So yeah, these can't be zeros. 1s we only have 2 of. 2s we have only 1 of left because one of them goes here. In fact, the only one that can go there is here. Hopefully I have the geometry right. Pretty sure I do. So I just have the 2, 0 left, which can't go anywhere hanging off of this guy. Okay. So not the 0, only one with 2 left. 3s we have 3 of. A 3, 0, a 3, 4, and a 3, 5. The problem is we don't have another 3, 5. 3, 5 can't go here, and we don't have another one to go down into there. So not 3, 5. 4 we have 2 of. 5 we have 1 of. 6 we have 3 of. So it is 6s. We only have 3 6s, a 4, a 0, and a 1. You go in some order. That feels like what we got to rotate on. So obviously the 6-4 doesn't go here. So it only has two options. So let's just try them both again. Let's start up here. There's only one other 4, which is the 4-3. So that's going to go there. And then there's only one other. Oh, there's two other 3s, a 3-5 or a 3-0. So we'll save that. And now we have 6-0 and 6-1. So we'll just try both ways this would work. 6-0 this way requires the 0-3 here. It's the only option. And then the 6-1 here requires a 0 going into here, neither of which have an equal. So that's not going to work. So how about the 6-1 down? No, because we don't have a 1 with a greater than 2. So the 6-4 can't go there. So the 6-4 is forced here. And then the only other 4 we have is the 4-3, which works great with a greater than 2. All right, so now we're going to try the 6-0 on top. We have a 0-1 and a 0-2 and a 0-3. That could all go down here. Not the 0-2. So we still need somewhere for the 0-2. The 0-3 could work, or the no, we can't do the 0-1 because okay, so this 6-1 goes here, right? So because we don't have another 1, this actually would have to be the 0-3 and then 3-5. I feel like I tried this. And so now the issue is this has to be a 0, and I don't have an equal. I mean, I don't have. It doesn't work. So I think the conclusion here is the conclusion here is the 0-1 up here. Did I try that? So this would have to be 1-0. We don't know what 0 throws out. This still has to be 4-3. I took that out, but I didn't need to. So now this could be a 0. We could do the 0-3 with a 3-5, and then the 0-2 here. Oops, did I mess that up? Oh, I have to turn it around. Okay. Okay, so, ooh, yeah, the big thing that I missed was that this was not 0-1. This was 0-0. Okay, sneaky. Well, how'd you do? Hello, let's do the mini and Midi crosswords for Wednesday, April 22nd. Let's play. It's clearly recyclable. Glass. Blank day. Oh, today's Earth Day. Learned that earlier. A thick underground part of a plant stem. The root. I don't know what they mean. Okay. Small cluster of trees. It's copse, right? Copse. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced. Rowed as a boat. Oared. From the blank right at the beginning. From the get-go. Not a copse? A grove, maybe? Huh, it's almost always copse. Author Ingalls Wilder, who wrote Little House on the Prairie. I do not know. I'm guessing it's Laura, though. Blank Day, observance on the last Friday of April. Arbor Day. Actor Buscemi, Steve. Rip into bits as paper. Shred. Oh, a tuber. A thick underground part of a plant stem is a tuber, like a potato. Got it. Okay, I was thinking root. Okay. I don't know if would a potato be considered a thick stem? That's crazy. Let's do the MIDI. It's called report card. English class, failed. Okay, I don't know what the theme is yet. Painting class, poor. Grand Theft Auto is the video game. Protect as with a roof. You know, I'm thinking, are we just using the first, like, F for failed, P for poor, A for average? I don't know. We'll see. Protect as with a roof. Roofs do the protecting. You're protecting your roof from hail or something, or from, I don't know. Stumble over. Trip over, maybe? Bring together. Curvy alphabet letter. Oh, I was thinking cursive. They mean a specific letter that's curvy? I don't know which one they want. Let's see. Let's get these down. Lard or blubber is fat. So that F was correct. Flashy item added as a fish hook. Flashy item added as a fish hook. Don't know. Suffix with sinus or senior. Sinusitis? Senioritis? What earns you first place in an arcade game? Top score. Okay. So poor would be the D. This is C. Good is probably a B, and excellent is an A. Okay. English class. I don't know what we want here, though. Curvy alphabet letter is the S. Fishy, flashy item added as a fish hook, a lure. Flit. Are these just random words? They're not even related to English class? Why flit? Painting class. So we bring together hotel room offerings. It probably ends in S. Torts class. Torts are like a law thing. Slender orchestra woodwind, the oboe. They love the oboe. Lots of vowels. Kinda sort of suffix. Kinda sort of suffix. Ish. Tiny blue villager from kids' TV and movies. A smurf. Well, how about that? At the location where a movie is being filmed. On set. Lifesaver. Like the kind you throw at someone when they're drowning, or the kind that you eat or suck on the candy. I don't know what we want there. Computer class, good. Gym class, excellent. No longer working on. Enthusiastic as a fan. Oh, shoot. Football penalty callers, refs. Attempt, try. Havana's country, Cuba. Exited the scene, left. Luxury hotel chain aptly hidden in room nights. Omni. The only place OMN was hidden in there. Arrest as members of a drug ring. Bust. So yeah, bit. I mean, bit makes sense for computer class. Shea butter. Ingredient many body lotions. Angel's instrument is the harp. Wiggler on a foot is a toe. Wiggle your toe. Painting. Is it dirt or dart? I'm not sure. Protect is with a roof. Cover? Oh, a roof covers you? Is that what they mean? Okay. Bring together. Unify. Hotel room offerings are... Don't know. Torts class. Oh! This is literature class. This is art class. This is law class. This is IT class. And this is PE class. Okay. Now I understand. I got a D in art, but it also says dart. No longer working on. Do now, don't, with. Done with. Okay. Hero. Lifesaver is a hero. Someone who saves lives is a hero. Enthusiastic as a fan. An avid fan. Okay. Hotel room offerings are beds. Yes, hotel rooms do generally offer beds. Okay. I thought they meant extras, like the waters or sodas or whatever. Anyway, how'd you do? Let's do strands. Today's theme is Earth Day. So like trees and stuff. Trees. The problem is there's two ways to draw trees, so that's not going to be it. So it's got to be a tree something, or it's just not tree at all. Like pollution or clean or green, or I don't know what we're looking for here. There's a lot of R's and E's just in general. Recycle maybe? Like reduce, reuse, recycle. How do we do reduce? I say D-U-C-E. Okay, so I think it's reduce. I see recycle somewhere around here. Yeah, recycle. And then is reduce here? Okay. Oh, sorry. Reuse, not reduce. We already got reduce. I don't see a U anywhere. Okay. So we got recycle, we got reduce. What else do we have? We have a TION. Is that like pollution, or what would it be? Huh. Conservation? There we go. Conservation. Okay. Oh, we do have a U here. Reuse. There it is. I missed the U. Probably another re. Refill. Two more. I think they're all re's. Repair. Oh, this one isn't a re. Donate. Okay. All good things. How'd you do? Hello, today's bonus game is Ridges from the Washington Post. So I've never played this before. I haven't even done a tutorial. So let's look how to play. Drag to spell words, always starting from the bottom row. So it's kind of like Boggle-ish. Oh, always starting from the bottom row. Try to reach the highest level you can. Words must be 3 letters or more. Race the clock, earn extra time by spelling longer. Oh, so we're going to be racing a clock here. 1 second for every level gained in a word over 3. 1 second for every letter in a word over 3. Earn extra time for each bonus letter you collect. Okay. Get skip level powers. If you're stuck, tap skip level to move up a level. Collect a bonus letter to get more skips. Share the game to challenge others. Okay. So start. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right. We've got... Do I see any words? Face. Okay, that uses up the whole row. Virch. Is vert a word? No. What can I do? I don't know how I can draw these. Vert. Fit. Like I can come back down, but I still don't see any words. I'm gonna skip it. Try. Ghost. No. Well, I didn't do well. I don't like timed games at all. Okay. I guess I can retry. I don't like timed games. I like logic games where I'm not timed. Okay, we're gonna try again. Font. Wait, that is a word though. Not using the J. Is this different? I don't think it's the same. Face. Okay, maybe it is the same. Edit. I see Thor. I had accepted Thor. Rises. Sayer. That W is special, apparently. I'm not going to be able to use it, though. Well, maybe if I include it in a word at all. Wait, how am I going to do this? I don't have any vowels here. I think I got to skip this level. Let's just skip them both so I can use this W. Nope, I ran out of time again. I guess I could retry another time. Is it the same every time? Maybe there's something better than face to start with. Well, there's faced. That's nice. Okay. And then there's try. What did I find? I don't know what to do here. Lit. I'm just gonna do try. Skip it. Skip it. I see riser. Okay. There should be something here. Leap. Leapt. I'm out of time. Okay. Nope. They really don't want you playing this very long. Today's average is 101. Does that mean 14 is really bad? Apparently. I don't really understand how to do this game properly. I'll just do faced again. Liths apparently is a word. Okay. I don't know. Mesa? Epic? Yeti? What can I do here? Ingas? No? Ingas? Skip it. Skip it. Wall. No idea. I'm not getting any better at this. Flush. Sud. Dean. Wow, I accepted that. I'm out of time though. Pearl. I don't know. How many times should I do this? The average score is 101 levels away. Wonderful. I'm just going to keep starting with faced. I don't know if there's something better. Liths worked pretty well, but is there something better? I don't know. We'll just do liths. Riles. Aptly. Just apt. Ting. Was. Wide. Does it say wides? It does. Engage? No. Anger. Eared. Iced. Halves. The Sith. For sure. If I just see a word, I'm going to use it. I bet. Is there anything I can do here? Let's skip this level. Beat. Terror? No. Stairs. React. I'm not seeing anything. Pal. Lit. Mart. Store again. Read. Twas. Forts. Code. I'm almost out of time. Lat. How. Was. Salt. Tex. Exact. terse, toe, shire, rement, no. Okay, how far did I make it? 77. All right. I'm not going to do more. Clearly not my game, because one, because it's timed. That's really the big issue. And the second is because I just can't form words that way that easily. All right, well, let's spin the bonus game wheel and see what tomorrow's game will be. Armelg suggested 1-up. All right, this is a logic game, and it is not timed. You have as much time as you need to solve it. Like every other game I play, other than that one. All right, and how'd you do? And that is it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. There is also Wordle to watch. If you want to watch that, you can click at the end of the video. I also have a pinned comment with all the games I played today. And if you enjoyed this one, leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.